guys, Kathy Rankin here with your weekly soaps roundup, and happy holidays! Don't you love this time of year when you get to hear Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas 1,000 times a day on a loop? And of course, the pressure of buying Christmas presents for people you don't even necessarily like. And finally, all the commercials that tell you you need Christmas decorations that you can't wait to get rid of as soon as it's all over. Yes, we love the chaos. And speaking of chaos, on The Bold and the Beautiful, let's talk about some big plots that are about to blow up. A recovering Thomas swore to Hope that he wasn't obsessed with her, but then made it clear that he'd always love her. Sounds like obsession to me. Likewise, Steffy and Liam admitted they'd always loved one another, although she did manage to convince him to keep his lips zipped about their one-night stand. Of course, the more Hope praised her awesome in every way and loyal to a fault husband, the more guilt made him squirm. Should we start a pool and bet on how long until he cracks? Meanwhile, Paris couldn't help but notice just how in sync Zoe and Zende seem to be on pretty much everything. I think we know where that's heading. Coming up, Brooke has a special surprise for Eric and Rich. Well, if I know Brooke, you guys, I'm guessing it somehow involves lingerie. Over on Days of Our Lives, Ava's reunion with Charlie revealed that he was her secret son, Tripp's half-brother, Allie's rapist, and every bit as unbalanced as his mom. The family reunion went south when Charlie knocked out his mom and held her hostage to keep her from telling everyone his secret. Well, that's quite a way to make a reunion go south. Now, Tony and Anna came home for the holidays and instantly grew suspicious of Gwen. For her part, the Brit did go into full manipulation mode, leaving Chad more suspicious than ever that his wife was having an affair with his brother Jake. Coming up, Steve shares a new theory with Kayla. Now, in General Hospital, Sonny and Julian had a showdown on a dilapidated footbridge in New Jersey, which looks suspiciously like that bridge back in Port Charles, but that's a different story. Anyways, well, the bridge collapsed, sending both men plummeting into the river below. Now what? And in a really down and dirty move, Tracy put a drunk Alexis behind the wheel of her car and called 911, hoping to force the attorney into rehab before she could blab to Olivia about Ned's affair. Well, instead, Alexis got arrested because she refused to take the breathalyzer. Well, after finding Florence Gray in a long-term care facility, Laura was stunned to learn that Martin Gray and our favorite ponytail drug runner Cyrus Renault are her half-brothers. Well, you know what they say, you can't choose your family. And finally, Taggart was finally outed as having faked his death with Jordan's help. Coming up, Michael catches Lucas off guard. And finally, you guys, on The Young and the Restless, well, you know my favorite actor or not. Theo took Jack's offer to drop his lawsuit in exchange for the chance to run a boutique in Paris. Why does everyone in Genoa City end up in Paris? Does this mean he's going off the show for good? Well, before leaving, he warned Summer that Sally was after her job. Now, after going into detective mode, Lily found evidence clearing Billy's name and proving Alyssa was the real shooter. Clearly, she learned these new detective skills when she was in prison. You know, it's a good thing these people don't actually have day jobs to keep them from running around just solving random mysteries. And if you happen to care about the Nate storyline, well, the surgery on Nate's injured hand didn't go as well as he'd hoped. And, of course, we knew it was going to leave him to fear he would never be able to operate again. Hey, maybe he can become a crime fighter with Lily. They could be like the 2020 version of Miami Vice, only in Genoa City. Just a thought. Well, coming up, Jack finds a surprise on his doorstep. I don't even know what that's going to be. Is it a person? Who knows? All right, that's it for this week, you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and we'll see you next time on the Weekly Soaps Roundup.